On January 28th, the Suns broke a 3-game losing streak. They beat the Warriors by 21 points, and then went on to win 7 of their next 8 games after that. Now what happened that night? Well, Frank Kaminsky happened. He dropped 12 points, grabbed 13 rebounds, and fell just 2 assists short of his first career triple-double. He had 8 assists. That's right, 8. That marked a new career high for him. Then less than 2 weeks later, Frank decided to dish it out again 8 times, only this time against a legit competitor in the Milwaukee Bucks. As an added bonus, Frank garnered 5 assists only 2 nights before that game against the Cavs. Now Frank is not a perennial playmaker by any means, but I was really impressed with his passing during this recent stretch of games, and I wanted to give it a deeper dive. After watching all of Frank's 29 assists from January 29th up through February 10th, I think his recent stellar passing game comes down to 3 things. Number 1 is his willingness to play within the Suns' offense and make the right passes at the right times. Now this may seem obvious and not even worth mentioning, but there's real value to a player who's willing to make the right decisions instead of always trying to force everything himself. For example, look at these next few plays. On this one, see Frank inside trying to get the bucket. He gets swarmed by the D and misses, but after grabbing his miss, instead of trying to force up a bad shot or simply panicking and kicking the ball out wherever, he waits. He waits and he finds Jay on the wing for the 3. Or on this one, watch Frank drive to the left elbow, intending to pass it back out to Book on the wing. Booker gets covered and so the pass is not there anymore, but rather than try to force it to him, Kaminsky waits, pivots, and then dishes it to the cutting McHale for the score. Even something as simple as this. Kaminsky drives in, draws the defense, and instead of trying to force a bucket, he dishes it out to the open Langston Galloway on the corner for the 3. Now number 2 is his ability to make inside passes to cutting players. During this stretch, Frank has shown a bit of a knack for doing just this. Watch on these next few plays how Frank's able to time his passes while also getting the ball exactly to where it needs to be for the inside bucket. And number 3 is Mikal Bridges. Just Mikal Bridges. We all know how good of a cutter Mikal already is, but when you combine that with the apparent chemistry he has with Frank, well, you just get something that's truly beautiful. In fact, out of Frank's 29 assists he's dished out during this time span, a whopping 12 of them have gone to Mikal. That's 41%. The next most frequent players are Abdel Nader and E'Twaun Moore with only 5 assists each. Looking at these numbers, this tweet from Kellen Olson is starting to make a ton of sense. You can see from these following clips the kind of chemistry that Mikal and Frank have together on the court. Whether it's cutting in or simply spotting up for 3, Frank certainly has a knack for finding Mikal on the floor. Frank has shown during this stretch of games that he's fully capable of being plugged into the rotation. It's been a pleasure to watch him help orchestrate the offense, and I'm curious to see how he'll do once Dario comes back to the lineup. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing and following me on Twitter @SunsVideo. But till next time, let's go Suns.